Daily Tech News with Alan Smithson.
Good morning and welcome to Daily Tech News. Today is Friday, May 24th, and it is a long weekend here, and people are going to be going up north. People are going to be enjoying nature, but there's still the technology wheel just keeps on running. So today we got a lot going on. There's China's created a boring machine. We've got robot surgery, some weird robot surgery, and we've got lots of AI as always. But here, let's check it out. Let's get into it. Here we go. Let's start with China. Created the world's first boring and blasting tunneler to rip through hard rock. As you know, or as you may know, cutting through bedrock is actually hard and usually requires explosions. We basically drill holes. We put explosive materials in there and blow it up, and then we scoop out the rocks. But this thing seems to do blasting and carving at the same time. Look at the size of this thing. It's massive. It's probably 30 feet tall. Anyway, there's really interesting stuff there. They're using it in hydropower projects, mining infrastructure, that type of thing. Very interesting stuff. Okay, over to some new research from Google. This is posted by Matthew Lorraine from Google Research. And basically, it's creating anything with Cat 3D. I featured this last week, but I just wanted to show you again because it's just super cool. You're able to take an image, it fills in all the blanks, and creates a 3D Nerf or Gaussian splatter out of it, and can create the full 3D model even with shadows in the back. Like, this is really revolutionary stuff. So I know I figured I'd share it again because it is pretty awesome stuff. Okay, over to this is interesting. Project Plateau is an initiative to digital twin cities in the world, and it's coming out of Japan. It's a research project out of Japan, but check it out. They're able to take high-resolution scans of the city and then import them over top. So basically Google Maps, but the ability to have 3D digital twins. And what that means is you're able to overlay real-time data about the city using camera feeds, using city kind of data feeds, and you're able to actually have a real-time digital twin of the city. And so it's one thing to make a model of a city. It's another thing to make a digital twin. And a digital twin means you have bidirectional data being shared between the digital twin and the real world. And you have this kind of data coming in of how many people are there, traffic, all of these things. I thought that was really interesting stuff. Okay, over to, this is really neat. This is called, I think it's the Omni, Virtuix Omni. Yeah, I believe it is. And it's a new one, but check it out. Imagine this in VR. So you're walking around, you're able to turn 360 degrees and walk. This is like full locomotion in virtual reality. Now, I've tried one of these, an older version of this, and it made me incredibly sick. But this one seems to have solved the one of the problems of kind of walking and being able to turn, because one of the things that I couldn't do was turn around. And so, yeah, very interesting stuff there. All right. You may have heard of the company Limitless. They had a product called, I think they were called Rewind before. And the idea is to have a little pendant that can, you just touch it when you need to memorize something. So imagine you're in a meeting and just want to hit record, and it records the meeting and then gives you notes on it. But they've developed this little pendant. It's $100. And I guess you just wear it on your shirt and it will kind of keep track of all your meetings. This is really cool for, like, let's say you're writing a book, or you're, you want to just record yourself. I think this is really cool. I actually ordered something on Kickstarter many years ago, and it came and it never worked. So hopefully this thing works better than that. Okay, this is really, really interesting. This could change everything. Could a single technology's 3D sequencing deliver a $10 genome? So as you may know, sequencing a genome used to cost hundreds of millions of dollars, and then it got tens of millions of dollars, and then it was millions of dollars. Now it's tens of thousands of dollars. But then what these guys are doing is they're actually doing it, instead of on a flat plane, they're doing it in 3 dimensions. And by doing that, they're able to shrink not only the cost, but the size. The one on the right is the traditional way we do genome sequencing now, and the one on the left is their new version. So as always, I'll put the links into the comments of the YouTube video. Make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss any of this good stuff. Okay, miniaturized implantable multi-sensors to monitor vessel health. So basically in your heart, you have heart vessels, and this will go through your heart vessels and actually measure things real time in your body. This thing is very, very, very small. So it goes in your blood vessels. Really, really interesting. It's called Project IV, and it's out of Italy. And the IV lab stands for In-Vessel Implantable Smart Sensing Device for Personalized Medicine. Awesome. We'll likely see more of this in probably the 3 to 5 year range. Okay. More breakthroughs in medicine. We have an ocular device that could revolutionize treatment for cataracts. Now, as you get older, your eyes get a little cloudy, and that's what, cataracts is. Your lenses get cloudy, and then so typically what we do is we chop those out and we put new ones in, and now you got fresh cataracts. This is a way to 3D print intraocular devices, so maybe make them a little bit more accurate for each individual. But we'll keep an eye on this stuff here. It says, for the first time, we've developed a resin that can be used to print ocular devices directly. So we'll keep an eye on this. Is probably, again, 3 to 5 years from being useful in medicine, but very interesting. Over to robot surgery. I can't even believe this is a thing, but watch this robot do surgery on a kernel of corn. It is very small, very slow, and very precise, but look at this. Look at this. This is a kernel of corn, and it's going to cut it open and stitch it back together. This is probably stuff that we cannot do as humans. It seems like we don't have the dexterity to be able to suture something at this kind of scale. Maybe some, very, very fine surgeons can do this, but you're looking at 233 millimeters across, and it's able to create a fine suture. Amazing, incredible stuff. I'll stop it there, but we have more robot surgeries that I think are just maybe this one is not so cool, but check it out. It is robot surgery for replacing your head. That's right. Got a problem with your body? No problem. We'll just take your head off. Look at this. And we'll replace it with another body. I think this is more on the 30 to 40 year range, maybe not the 3 to 5 year range, but okay. I guess that's pretty disturbing and weird and terrifying. Does anybody else find this incredibly scary, and what the F is going on? I don't know that this is a good idea, but in the future, I mean, I don't know what's going on here. We'll just stop that. Let's just not even with this. I can't even. Let's move on. Okay, real things. NASA is making a jet engine that has a hybrid electric engine. So it'll actually reduce carbon emissions by 10%, burn less fuel, allow further distance. And, it's funny, we're sending, things to space on a consistent basis now. And all of that technology that's being used in space is actually coming down to Earth. And I think this is really cool that we're kind of advancing our civilization into space, and people here on Earth get to benefit from those incredible advances in technology. So this engine may go down in history as the first production engine for airliners that is hybrid electric. So we'll keep an eye on that. I think, again, this is probably 2 to 3 years away from being commercialized. Okay, AI computers could run in extreme environments like Venus thanks to heat-proof memory devices. So storage devices, let's say, memory storage in your computers and this sort of thing, they typically, SSD drives fail at about 572 degrees Fahrenheit or 300 degrees Celsius, which is super hot. But scientists have created a new ferroelectric diode, a semiconductor switching device that continued working for hours, even when they turned the heat up to 1100 degrees or 600 C. So this means that computing sensing devices could be used in really extreme environments like nuclear plants, deep field oil and gas exploration, solar system's hottest planets. And really, we're going to need these types of things if we're going to compute and send back data from places like Saturn. Okay. Forget Intel and AMD. NVIDIA's next big competitor may be a company you've never heard of. I featured these guys about a month ago. Basically, it's a company called, where is it here? Cerebras. And what they've done is they've actually, instead of having a wafer filled with, let's say 100 chips or 200 chips or 1,000 chips, their wafer is the chip. The entire wafer is the chip. So it's a massive, massive chip. and it's capable of up to 900,000 GPU cores in a single chip, because this chip is, a foot by a foot long. Anyway, so it says here, the Cerebras C3 chip absolutely dwarfs the double die size of the huge GB200 and is the size of a steering wheel, requiring 2 hands to hold. It's been described by the manufacturer as the world's fastest and most scalable AI accelerator, which is purpose-built to train the world's most advanced AI models. Now, this probably won't fit in your typical server racks, so they're going to have a new format for this. But wow, it's actually breaking Moore's law. It's actually accelerating faster than Moore's law, and this is what we need in an era of exponential growth. And this will be also, I believe, it's a lot more efficient as well. So I'll leave the note in there, but yeah, very, very cool stuff on that. Okay, this is was just released in Paris Fashion Week, and it's basically color changing technology. So they're using UV light to change the color of the fabrics. So basically fabrics with color changing capabilities. I don't know if you've ever had a t-shirt that you buy in Florida and you go in the sun and it changes color. You have a mug that gets changed under heat when you fill your mug up with hot coffee. But this is just super cool stuff. I don't know, fashion needs an upgrade, and the ability to have a clothing that changes in the sun, it's pretty neat stuff. Okay, last thing we got today is featuring our women creators. So Unreal Engine has released their Women Creators program, and it's 80 talented women from 13 countries build interactive experiences with UEFN, which is Unreal Engine Fortnite, or Fortnite for creators. And check it out. Look at what these incredible women have created. Look at the art and just incredible beauty and art and creativity. Absolutely wonderful stuff. So beautiful. What you can do with Fortnite Creator is just mind-blowing. Now, it does all have a very similar aesthetic, which, you have to like this aesthetic of the, dark colors and the shiny lights and stuff, but it's really nice. And the fact that people can build this quickly, and that these 80 talented women from around the world have been able to build these unique, incredible experiences. Hats off. I want to give a quick shout out to Julie Smithson, my beautiful wife, and her incredible team at XR Women. They are fostering the growth of the virtual augmented mixed reality community, especially with women, and celebrating them. And so I just want to give a quick shout out to XR Women. They are a global collective of women in spatial computing, and they have hosted over 170 events. You can join the events every Wednesday at noon Eastern, and the events are all virtual. So you can show up in a virtual reality headset or a computer or phone, however you want. They're very welcoming. And then AWE this year, which is in a week and a half from now, or 2 weeks from now, on the June 18th, they'll be doing XR Women Awards, and they'll be handing out the awards for the best women in XR. And if you want to join, membership is free. Just go to xrwomen.com. That's all I have for today, Friday, May 24th. It's been a lot. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Go celebrate, enjoy life, enjoy nature, and have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday at 10 a.m. as usual. Peace, everybody.